Joseph, you've been a part of some really amazing movies, Gladiator, A Quiet Place, a fantastic series, Stranger Things. But this is something completely different, especially now that we heard from Vanessa that you are continuously performing as Johnny Storm. What was it like when you received the call? I heard that you were in Croatia with a couple of friends hanging out when they called you to tell you that you would be the next part.
Yeah, you heard correctly. How did you know that? Yeah, I was in Croatia.
I don't even know that.
Yeah, I was in Croatia and I got a call and I was with some friends. And I'd had a Zoom chat with Matt Shakman about maybe a month before, and it was a general meeting, and he was telling me that he was developing this Fantastic Four thing, and I was like, oh, that's great, good luck, heard nothing, genuinely didn't think anything was going to come from it. I got a call, and it was Matt, and he said, so are you going to do it? I was like looking at my friends, and I was like that, and then I told them that I'd been offered this part, and they said, well, you've obviously got to do it. It's like, yeah, I guess I'm going to do that then. That was a very surreal day, certainly, yeah.
But it's great to spend it with friends and basically share that emotion and, you know, the offer with people that you like. I mean, that's probably the best part of it, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's funny, isn't it? Because I guess one's ego can either suppress the scale of it or magnify the scale of it or whatever. And I think that yesterday I was very struck by just how much this means to people, you know? And on the day that I found out, I remember I was thinking, like, it can't be that, you know, it's certainly surreal, but it's very moving and meaningful to see how much, you know, people were waiting from like 8 in the morning yesterday just to come and hang out. So that's, you know, quite something. You know.
And thank you for spending so much time with the fans. I think that's what they really love about it as well. Pedro, I know that you were a little bit reluctant to take on the role of Reed Richards, but then a walk through New York trying to buy a lemonade changed everything. Could you fill us in on that story? Because I think it has something to do with Matt, the director, and his daughter.
You've done your research. I have to argue. I was never reluctant to play the role. Quite the opposite. I was quite jealous of everyone that was in it. And Joseph and I were on Gladiator together, and he told me that he was going to be doing Fantastic Four. And we had a nice like long walk together, and we talked about it. And I was doing my best to be very encouraging and supportive while biting down my own envy. And then, so when it did come around, it had a special kind of sparkle of magic to it, because I knew that Matt Shakman was doing it. And Matt Shakman is somebody that I've known for 26 years. We had the same talent manager together when we started. He was a child actor and much too smart to stay one. So he went off to Yale to study drama, and then once we were both out of school, we had the same manager looking after our careers. We almost became roommates. He was not impressed with my apartment, so he rejected it. But we stayed in touch. We've been sort of witness to each other's careers for over 26 years, and so we had our first conversation about it, and we ended up really catching up for hours about life and his family and just the last, all the years that had gone by and everything that we've been going through and stuff like that. And so it really wasn't a meeting about, will you do this movie? It was more of a catch-up. And then that following Sunday, I've made this into a way too long story. I'm really, really sorry, but that following Sunday, I was with my friend, and we were going for a walk and also doing a little catch-up, and I said, I think my life is going to go in a direction that I wasn't expecting it to, because I've just had this meeting with Matt Shakman, and it's Fantastic Four, and I thought that I wasn't going to, anyway, I think that this might be happening. And just as we were discussing it, this person walks by and says, get ready to buy some lemonade. And I was like, well, what does that mean? And there's a little girl who's going to sell you some lemonade, and there's no way you're going to get around it. And I was like, all right. We go around the corner. We see this little blonde girl, little 6-year-old voguing, You know, like on the street, and then she sees us, and then she pauses, and then she runs, and she stands behind a lemonade stand. When we get there, and she's like, you know, charmingly sells us lemonade, and then I'm like buying lemonade, and I hear, "What are you doing here?" And I look up, and it's Matt Shakman, and it's his daughter selling me lemonade, just like the Sunday after the meeting. And anyway, we bought the lemonade, and went on, and my friend was like, "I guess you're doing Fantastic Four," and I was like, "You're damn right, I'm doing it."
Wow, folks, we all know the story. 4 brave astronauts head up into space and come back forever changed.
This car?
Our city, our planet, owe a debt to these intrepid souls. And while we can never repay them, we can certainly celebrate them.
Thank you, Fantastic Four. Thank you.
Thank you, Fantastic Four!
Please welcome the Fantastic Four.
Kirby, how's that sauce looking? Okay. That is fantastic.
You're late.
What do you mean?
What do you mean, what do I mean? You're late for dinner.
Yes, we are.
You late?
I just said that.
Are you pregnant?
What? You're gonna be the best mom in the world. And you are gonna be the best dad. Just kidding. You are out of your depth. We are gonna be the best uncles ever.
We can do this. Nothing is going to change.
Are you the protectors of this world?
Yes, we are.
Your planet is now marked for death.
It's my fault. I stretched the bounds of space. And they hurt.
Are we safe?
I don't know. There's not enough time.
I'm not giving up. We will face this together. We will fight it together. As a family. Has to be us.
We will protect you. Fantastic.